cigars come together. Austin and Dice are back in season 5, sharing leadership lessons, cigar knowledge, and a few stories along the way. Just honest talk, good vibes, and premium smoke. Grab a tasty beverage, a quality cigar, because life is too short for bad cigars.
Welcome to another episode of Leadership of Belief. My name's Austin.
What's up, Austin? I'm Dice.
Hi, Dice. I hate you.
No, you can't start it off like that.
I can and did.
Oh, well, that's true. You did.
Anywho's, you doing alright, buddy?
I'm good, man. I mean, we're about to share some leadership advice with a good cigar. Austin, what are you smoking?
Me, I'm smoking the Founders, the Founders series. It's the Benjamin Franklin, or Franklin, it's just the Franklin, Connecticut. The 6x52. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Connecticut. The binder is Dominican Allure. Filler is Dominican, Nicaraguan, and Pennsylvania broadleaf.
Now, Founders, that was the one we smoked on the show floor, right? I think it was the Roosevelt. What? Which one? I think so. It had that cherryish flavor
Yeah,
to it.
the black cherry flavor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. What do you?
Didn't that win our cigar of the season?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What are you pairing it with, sir?
One of your favorites that I don't pull out all that often. I get my 10 names out for you. It's Holding Station Straight Wheat Whiskey.
Whiskey. We're just gonna call it whiskey.
Straight Wheat Whiskey.
Wheat, corn husk, mesh.
Mash. It's the mash.
Only done at nighttime.
Yep. Under the light of a full moon.
Which makes it a limited edition. Oh my god. This fucking guy.
This fucking guy. All right. Well, why don't you tell us what cigar you're smoking and what Hennessy you're pairing it with? Asshole. I'll talk shit.
I am pairing it with Hennessy. It's a regular VS Hennessy, as everyone else probably knows too. I came across a West Tampa Circle of Life.
Ooh, look at you, Lion King.
Mufasa. I want to say it came out this year. I'm not sure. I just saw West Tampa and I saw Circle of Life and I was like, oh, snap. Okay.
Ooh.
I can do that.
When you said that you were smoking a West Tampa Circle of Life, I got really jealous. I was like, I haven't had one of those. I fucking love West Tampa. What the fuck?
Right?
And I told my wife that she was not hooking me up by buying me all these new cigars and all this variety and stuff. And I got a credit card thrown at my head and said, buy whatever the fuck you want, bitch. And then I felt like it was a trap, so I panicked.
I can understand why you felt it was a trap. Because I hate that you're a grown man. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I am a grown man. I can do. Wait.
Consequences of my actions. What are they? Yeah. No, it was a trap. I felt like it was a trap. She was waiting at me. She goes, "You got your phone in your pocket, right?" I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Why don't you? Here's your fucking credit card. Why don't you buy whatever the fuck you want?" And I was like,
Tempting, very tempting, bitch.
I'm gonna put this card back because I want to. That'll show you.
It's a West Tampa Circle of Life. Wrapper is Ecuador. Habano Escuro. The binder is Ecuador. Is some Sumatra. The filler is Dominican Republic. Corojo 99 is what they're advertising in there, with some Nicaragua. I am smoking a 6x60, and the strength on it's supposed to be full, but we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure it is. It's an Escoro with Corojo. So
I'm assuming with Connecticut, this could be like a mild medium, but we'll see. We'll see.
I have a question for you.
I have lots of answers. None of them are probably correct.
You ever received advice from someone and was like, no, thank you?
Yeah. So when I was 15, and my entire family said, don't marry that bitch. And I said, fuck you guys. You don't know any better. And I did it anyways. And then I got divorced.
Did you say 15?
18.
Oh. Huh. I think I remember that.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I've received lots of advice. And my wife does it to me all the time. I give her advice all the goddamn time. And she's like, and then she'll get the same exact goddamn advice from some other motherfucker. She's like, that's a great idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Bitch! That's what I was telling you before!
Well, sir, this is the episode for you. This is the episode.
I'm so fucking excited.
Giving and receiving advice is one of those skills everyone thinks they're good at until they actually try it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Advice is everywhere. Most of us, they give it too fast or receive it too defensively. It's everywhere. Everyone has advice, right? Leadership lives in the middle.
I was sitting there. I'm thinking of like, do you remember when you were about to be a parent? When you were like going to be a new parent?
Yes, I do.
You got all of the unsolicited advice that you could ever fucking want.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people, they treat advice like it's something you're either born good at or you're not. Some folks think I'm just honest, or that's just how I give my advice. Advice isn't a personality quirk. It's a skill. It's got to be learned.
Yes.
You know, your sweet old grandmother, you know, God bless her soul, maybe giving you the best advice. If she gives it, but if she gives it wrong or demeaning or insulting, you know what, Grandma? Fuck you. I don't want to listen to you. You don't know anything.
Take these cookies and fucking leave. But it's definitely one of those things, and there's a lot of people that's like, that's just the way I am. I'm just straightforward and honest. And we've even said it before. Sometimes, you know, I just call the baby ugly. If the baby's ugly, I'm gonna tell you the baby's ugly.
Yeah, but there's a way to do that tactfully. You know, like it's just like leadership, communication, or even developing a palate for cigars. It's gonna take practice. It's like cigars, coffee, whatever. It takes practice. You don't just come out of the gate knowing like, hey, when you're gonna speak, what to say, or how much to say, when to stay quiet, or you know, how your words are actually gonna land. Because if you're sitting there saying, I don't know, I'm trying to. Oh, you're not gonna put them in that, are you? Versus, like, hey, don't you? You're not gonna let them walk out the door without a jacket, right? That's completely different than, hey, I think we should check the temperature to see if we maybe need a jacket or not.
You know what? That's some good advice. That's some good advice right there. As opposed to I don't want to fucking wear a jacket. It's not that cold out. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. It's the same advice, but it's given two different ways. And I know that because I've done my wife and son do this tango every morning. And he's like, I don't want to wear a jacket. I'm like, hey, buddy, let's just check the weather. What's the temperature say? 32 degrees. Oh, 32 degrees. That's cold. I should wear a jacket. I think that's a great idea, bud.
Yeah, buddy. Do you think 32 is cold?
Yeah. So, good advice, it requires awareness, restraint, and timing. Most of all, and timing. You don't give advice of you don't watch somebody shoot a nail into their foot with a fucking nail gun and be like, hey man, I don't think you should step on that board because that nail that's sticking out of your foot now. Like, that's terrible fucking advice. And the moment we stop treating advice as a skill to be developed is the moment we stop getting better at it. It's just how it is. I've seen it so many times. We're like you fall off the ladder like, hey man, I didn't think you should have been high up on the ladder. Would you shut the fuck up? I dislocated my shoulder. Well, I'm just saying, shouldn't have been that high up on the ladder. Fuck you.
I have some advice for you. I really do. Right this second, I'm breaking the notes, and I've got advice for you. You said the word communication, and I didn't see you drink, so I advise you to drink. Yeah, you looking back at the notes. You did say communication, didn't you, bitch?
Goddamn right up where you at. Dice just wants to get me drunk, people.
Yeah,
he thinks I do the show better when I'm drunk.
A lot of people think you do the show. Hey, I'm gonna also break the show one more time, and then we'll get back. We'll get back to the script. I have to say, I literally got stopped in the streets. I'm not making this up. I literally got stopped in the streets about an episode. It was the sell ice cream episode. You want to make everyone happy? Sell ice cream.
Yeah. I
got stopped in the streets and was told that episode was very personal and it hit home and it helped.
So, I'm glad.
Hats off, salute. Thank you for the feedback. All right, back to the show.
Did you just tell me that fucking people think that I do the show better drunk?
I may have got a word or two about us being a little more comical when we near the end of a long episode.
Communicate, bitch.
That's what they did. I do know. If people constantly push back on your advice, it's probably not because you're wrong. It's because your delivery needs work. Like you were saying earlier, your tone, how you present certain situations, it goes a long way.
Or it could be that you're an idiot. I don't want to discount that fact. You could be an idiot and just giving terrible advice.
That is true.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I don't want to completely discount that you're wrong, because you could be wrong. But if you know that you're factually correct, that's how you deliver. Just saying. Make sure you're not an idiot.
This is a clear sign that you are the idiot of the group. When you speak and you try to give advice, and there's more than, let's say there's 3 people in the room and you're talking to give your advice, someone rolls their eyes after you give advice. If that happens, you need more training.
Oh, yeah. Strong leaders, they're not going to get that eye roll, right? They're seeking input. They're not seeking validation.
Yeah.
My kid is learning this lesson right now where he has an internal monologue and he makes it an external monologue, and it's starting to get him in trouble.
That's my boy.
And I have to tell him, not everything you say in your head sounds good when it comes out your mouth. 1, and 2, you don't have to comment on everything. You can keep comments inside your damn head. And and he's like, oh, okay. So, but there's back to the input versus validation, right? Like, there's a big difference between asking for advice and asking for confirmation. Weak leaders are hoping to hear, yeah, you're right. Yes, you're correct. Hey, I think we should invest in this new technology.
Yeah, we should.
AI, right?
Yeah, we should invest. You're right.
Strong leaders are asked questions hoping to hear something they haven't thought of yet. Seeking advice isn't about protecting your ego. It's about improving the outcome. Leaders who only surround themselves with yes men don't get any wiser. They don't get any smarter. They just get louder. And what's that saying about the loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room?
Yeah, in American Gangster, Frank Lucas states that. I mean, American Gangster is one of my favorite movies. The loudest one in the room is the weakest one in the room. Highlighted the idea of those who boast, and most often they lack true strength or power.
Yeah. And that's the uncomfortable truth, right? If you only listen to your advice that matches your current opinion, you're not leading, you're just collecting applause. It's I call it an echo chamber. It's what social media is great at right now, I'll tell you that. And I'm not trying to get political or anything like that, but if you notice, if you put out any opinion out there, flat earth, left, right on political spectrum, whatever, you will start to see your opinions and the shit that you Google search will start populating your social media feed, and you're like, oh yeah, people think like me, yeah, I must be right, yeah. No, you could just be completely going down the wrong fucking path, and you're just being led astray by this proverbial echo chamber of yes men and think-alikes. So you're not leading, you're not getting any smarter, you're not getting wiser, you're just kind of echoing.
I seen a meme. A friend of mine sends me memes every now and again, and he sent one, and it was like, what are you mad about now? And it shows like a girl or whatever looking at her phone, be like, they haven't told me yet. they haven't told me what to be mad about yet, so I don't know. Yeah. So that's exactly what you're saying. It's an echo chamber. But here's a big truth bomb about that whole thing, right? If you only accept advice you already agree with, you're not growing. You're not growing. As you said earlier, you're just getting louder. You're just flat. Earth is flat, and you're just saying it louder and louder. You just sound dumber and dumber.
Yeah. The best leaders in life aren't the smartest people in the room. They don't have to be the smartest people in the room. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But they're the most curious ones in the room. Strong leaders understand that asking for input doesn't make them look unsure of themselves. It makes them look intentional. It shows confidence, not weakness. If I come up to you and I'm like, I want to do this plan X, but I feel like there's something wrong with it, what do you guys see?
Plan X is good. That's good, boss. It looks good.
Nope. Get out of the room. Where's the flaws in my plan? Because I want you to poke holes in it, because it cannot be this good since I came up with it. It completely diffuses attention. It diffuses the fact that there's a leader-subordinate relationship, and it goes, well, did you take into consideration that process A actually takes like 4 weeks, and you have it here in like 3.5? No, I did not. I was under the impression for the last quarter we've been doing it 3.5. No, it's actually been 4.5. Ah, fuck. Okay, well that throws this whole plan off. Okay, so something to think about, boss. Like, okay, cool. Stuff like that. They start piling it on. They're curious. They're intentional about making themselves better, making the company better, making the team better, whatever it is.
How about you make your first third better and tell me what it's like?
I was setting you up for so many segues. I was waiting for you. I was ready. I was like, this motherfucker has got to have something by now. Lord.
This guy stinks. Fuck you.
Very mild right now. Connecticut.
Well, yeah, we was looking. I kind of
cream,
leaned on that.
Almond, a little bit of cedar. I don't really taste any spice. Oh, retro. Light spice, very, very light, very mellow. I wouldn't even put this in the medium category. It's 100% in the mild category, as it sits right now. I'm hoping, as with other founded cigars, it changes here in the second third. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Mine is definitely hitting earthy. I get earthy out the gate. My retro is, I know listeners going to be like, whatever. My retro is a mix of black and red pepper. And let me tell you why I said that. Because the black pepper doesn't really hit the nasals a certain way. You can tell it's pepper when it hits the nasals, but the red pepper kind of irritates the nasals a little bit. So it's a little bit of both, right? There's some toasted wood, and that very back hint, I can get some coffee. I mean, very slight.
Okay.
There's another aspect in here is good advice fuels better decisions, collaborations, and trust.
Yeah. Well, when advice is given and received in the right way, it does more than solve a problem. It's gonna foster, it's gonna strengthen, it's gonna build that relationship. Good advice is gonna improve decision making by expanding perspective, encourage collaboration by inviting others into the process, and it's gonna build that trust by showing respect for experience and insight. People don't just trust leaders who have always have the answer. They trust leaders who listen, consider, and then decide. It's like with your wife, right? Like if your wife comes to you with a problem, or girlfriend or whatever, and she starts telling you about her day, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, the car is just making this sound. It was weird, da da da, and I was almost late for my haircut or my hair appointment." Shouldn't, like, most women would be like, "I'll go take a look at the car." It's not what she fucking cares about, man. She cares about the fact that she was almost late, which would have been a sign of disrespect to the hairdresser. She didn't give a shit about the car. She just mentioned that because she's trying to be descriptive to you.
They tell you that she was almost late. That's the point.
Yeah, that's the point. The point is she was almost late and she felt rushed, and she doesn't like feeling rushed. Circle that. Then if you go take care of the guy, like, "Oh man, that must have been really frustrating for you. Like, I'm sure that put you in it kind of threw off the rest of your day." She's like, "It did."
Yeah.
Like, what else? Then she's just gonna bloop. It's gonna be word vomit, and then you go, "So, do you want me to take a look at the car? Do we need to take a look at the car?" "No, it was just that belt squeal that was cold." Like, after she's done telling you the whole story, if you ask about it's just that belt squeal that was cold. I don't know why it made a weird sound. "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You segue right back to that. So what's important to, I don't want to say a male point of view because I don't want to sound like it's chauvinist and all that type of stuff. But from a man point of view, we don't give a shit about your haircut. We don't give a shit that you was almost late to it. You made it to it. Your hair looks fucking fabulous. Is the car okay? What do I need to do to fix this fucking car? What's going on?
Right, because
what sound did it make?
Because we're providers. And you have to provide her with reliable transportation. And so if the transportation is no longer reliable, you're like, "What the fuck happened? What did we do? What do I need to look at?" Da, 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 da. She doesn't give a fuck because she knows that you're going to provide. If she trusts you, then she just wants you to know all about her day.
Well, when situations like that happen over time, when people see that, your wife see that, your girl see that, and the whole nine, then they realize that your input matters. Their voice is respected. Their advice isn't ignored or punished. They show up more engaged, more invested, and more honest. Like, you showed up, you listened to all the rhetoric that they have to go through. You show concern where you need to show concern, but in back of your head, you know what the crutch of the whole situation really is.
But you know what it is? Their feelings are validated. And this means
correct.
Male, female, them, whatever. Everybody wants to feel validated. So if you listen,
yes,
and you go, and you put yourself in their shoes, and you're like, like for S&Gs, right? We'll put it back to business. Hey, I've noticed that Jerry gets all the good assignments. Well, I'm stuck with all these fucking bullshit, meaningless assignments that are tedious as fuck. Da da da. that sucks. And you're like, you could sit there and go, fine, I'll start giving you other assignments. That'll solve the problem. That may be what they want. But if you go, I'm sure that's very frustrating for you. I did not realize I was doing that. I apologize. I will attempt to do better in the future. It's just been the way it's kind of worked out, but that was not my intention. They're gonna go, oh, well, okay, thanks, boss, and they're gonna say 2 words about it, and then you got to follow through. But if you just go, oh man, that would be frustrating. I can see how that would be frustrating for you. Now they're validated, they're completely disarmed, and you have a chance to go, let me fix that for you by not doing that in the future. You're like, oh, okay. It's easy. Trust isn't always built by doing right. It's built by being willing to listen. The best leaders don't pretend to have all the answers. They know where to get them. And advice strengthens leadership when treated as a shared process, not a power. It's not the person that comes in, looks at a whiteboard for 5 minutes that people have been working on for 2 hours, go, the problem's right here, and then walk the fuck out the room. That's a dickhole, and nobody wants to work for that guy or gal. But just like in cigars, tastes are going to develop over time. Nobody starts out knowing what they're doing. So you can't, again, we've said it a gajillion times, you don't get this fucking beam of light and this knowledge inserted into your brain as soon as you become a fucking leader or a manager or whatever. You don't get that. You have to develop these skills. You have to self-help. You have to go to attend class. You have to listen to great-ass podcasts like Leadership with the Lead. You have to learn how to become a leader.
Right. I mean, and that's why we're having this podcast, because sometimes the skills that are required to give and receive advice, like you have to have that EQ. You got to have emotional intelligence. I mean, it's one of those things, you got to read the room. You don't want to walk in a room and say something off kilter to where it's like, damn, did somebody die? And you're like, well, yeah. Oh shit, my bad, guys. Like, you don't want to do that. You want to understand emotions. You want to understand emotions, not just yours. You want to understand theirs. Advice that ignores emotions usually gets ignored. The right advice at the wrong moment is still the wrong advice, no matter how you look at it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. If you walk into a room and you're like, what the fuck with all the long faces? Somebody's like fucking shit themselves or something? Like, no, this person got into an accident. They're in the hospital. Like, fuck, now the dickhole. who ran over your dog? Like, my dog did get run over this morning. Fuck.
Yeah, the mailman.
You know, let's say the
Shit. My bad, guys. My bad. I didn't read the room. Yeah. Well,
you gotta have self-awareness, right? You gotta know your bias. You have to admit your blind spots. Experience what doesn't equal a universal truth. I always tell people, I'm like, look, if you can get 6 random motherfuckers to look, observe the exact same situation from above, like a god-like fucking view, and they can all agree, all 6 of them motherfuckers can agree on something that happened, it could be considered a fact and a universal truth, right? Like, I walked into the room. Yep, all 6 of those motherfuckers would agree that I walked into that fucking room.
He walked in that motherfucker. I seen it.
Yeah, my intent was not to be upsetting. Bullshit. You walked in there like your hair was on fire. You were ready to punch somebody. Yeah, I thought you just walked in there like you was busy. Like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
you have to admit your blind spots. You have to understand that your experience does not equal universal truth. What worked for you might not work for them. That's okay. You can't sit there and say, oh, you know, when I wanted to lose weight, all I did was cut back on soda and I lost 20 pounds. Great, asshole. Like,
yeah, all right, everyone, settle in. It's time for this episode's leaf lesson, where we'll go over cigar culture so you can enjoy the leaf.
You know what I mean? But like, just because now I hate you because you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, you calling me fat? You calling me a fatty? I don't know why you can't just do what I did.
Yeah, I just ran 20 miles a day for the last fucking, whatever. Like, oh, bitch, I got bad knees. Like, fuck you. I can't run.
Restraint and diplomacy matters. Timing matters. Delivery of your advice matters. Asking permission changes everything. Sometimes leadership sounds like, want my thoughts. Like, for instance, let's say you go in and be like, my dog got ran over. Just get a new dog. Like, I didn't say my dog was dead. I just said he got ran over. Like, wow, your advice sucks, dude. You just want me to get a new dog out in the blue? You don't know how much I love this dog. You don't know he's part of the family. You want me to get a new dog right away? Like, dude, your advice sucks. Like, timing is everything. Yeah. Well, find out more about that dog.
Yeah. Well, sometimes, leadership is like, hey, you want my thoughts on this? Like, there's a lot of times I have people come to me and they'll start just word vomiting, and I'll sit there and listen. I'm like, man, that's rough. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm sure that's very frustrating. And then they take a breath and they kind of look, and I'm like, do you want my thoughts on this subject, or did you just want to kind of get the stuff off your chest? I'm good either way. I just want to know what you're expecting from me. And sometimes they're like, no, I just need to really get that off my chest. Sounds good. I'm glad I could be a sounding board for you. Do you need to get anything else off your chest? I'm still here for you. No, I think I feel better. All right, cool, man. Have a great day. And then other times they're like, yeah, no, I would like these thoughts. That's why I came to you. Like, okay, I just want to make sure you're in the headspace to receive the advice.
I think I've used you like that quite a few times. Hey, Austin, I got this. Blah, 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 blah. Word vomit. Blah, 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 blah. You be like, all right, you're good? Well, you know what? I am. I'm glad I called you. All right, man. Talk to you later. Click.
Yep.
I've done it.
It drives my wife
100%.
nuts. Drives my wife nuts that I can do that. Because she's like, well, why didn't you tell him to do X, Y, Z? And I'm like, he didn't ask for my advice. And she's like, yeah, but you should have given it to him. No, because you do the same thing. You'll come to me and you'll bitch about fucking getting cut off in the Walmart parking lot or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, that really sucks. And then I'm like, do you want my advice? And you go, no, I just want to tell you that I got cut off the Walmart parking lot and I had to slam all my brakes. I'm like, all right, cool. Love you. All right, cool, bye. Like, it is what it is. Like, if you don't want my advice to slow the fuck down, then I'm not going to tell you to slow the fuck down in a Walmart parking lot. I'll let the insurance deal with that. Like, oh, yeah. But what we should do is slow the fuck down and take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll talk about our second third.
Absolutely.
A few moments later.
And welcome back. We just took a break. We just took a break long enough so Austin can fucking figure out his second third of his cigar. Right, Austin? You figured out the second third? Right? Austin? Right? Huh? Did you?
What a weak leader you are. Yeah. Toasted almonds. Coming through. There's a little bit more spice on the retro. And there's still cedar. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's just very mild. It's still mild. Like I'm
still mild. Okay.
I'm not getting like a oomph to it.
All right. Well, I mean, Connecticut is mild. All right. For me, bacon spices is coming up. It has that nuttiness to it, like a nutty nutmeg nuttiness. Well, mixed with leather. It's still real good. I just want to note how it's burning. Not a fan of that. The wind is not blowing crazy right now, so it's definitely all on the cigar. But overall, it's still a very pleasant, very well constructed, enjoyable is the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
And now, Austin, it's time for a leaf lesson.
Alright everyone, settle in. It's time for this episode's leaf lesson, where we'll go over cigar culture so you can enjoy the leaf respectfully.
Today's leaf lesson, how you cut your cigar. Now, how you cut your cigar can determine how your flavor profile of that cigar is going to be. Have you ever had the same cigar to where you use a deep V cut, to where you use a straight cut, to where you use a punch, to any other method? It's going to cause a different flavor profile of that cigar because of how the flavor and the smoke is funneled to your taste buds.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed. It's all about airflow. In fact, now that you say that, I'm almost wondering if I wouldn't get better and more flavor out of this if I would have punched this cigar.
You may have, because your DV is probably causing too much airflow to where it is over mellowing out the filler inside.
Yeah. It's not a loose straw. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. It's not a loose straw. But I may have affected the flavor profile. Although, I say that, and I feel like I'm just starting to maybe get a little bit different flavors. I'm gonna keep enjoying this one. Yeah, no, cutting absolutely changes the flavor of your cigar. I'm not a huge fan of punches, especially on darker, medium cigars, because I feel like they concentrate too many of the flavors together at one spot, and it almost tastes like hot. It just tastes hot almost. Like I don't get the flavors, I just get burning.
I tend to like to punch bigger ring gauges, like the 60 and above. I definitely normally like to punch. Anything in the 50 to 60, in between that, I like to deep V cut. And if it's an unknown for me about that cigar, I will tend to do a straight cut because that is the universal cigar cut.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's been a great leaf lesson.
There's some common obstacles when giving advice that can get in the way. You know any of them?
I do. Overconfidence is definitely the biggest one I can think of. If you just think you're God's gift to everybody, or you think you already know the problem, like already know the answer to the problem, and there's like 2 sentences in, or whatever, it's gonna cause a problem. My wife does this, and it drives me up a fucking wall. Because she'll be talking, and I'm like, hey, I think I have this idea, and I'd like to run it by you, and I want to get your thoughts on it. She's like, okay. I'm like, hey, I think for this weekend we should do. I was thinking, da-da-da-da. Is that what you were thinking? I'm like, no, stop fucking cutting me off. And I'll say a few more words, and then she's like, oh no, this, and this. And I'm like, no, stop fucking cutting me off. Let me get through my fucking thought. Sorry. And she's frustrated with herself because she knows she does it, but she just can't help herself sometimes. But it ends up stopping growth before it starts. If you have a subordinate that comes to you and they're like, hey boss, I think I have this idea, but I'd really like your thoughts on it, and they get halfway through it and you already tell them like, no, that won't work. You just killed their creativity. You just killed their passion project. You killed everything.
That's another issue when it comes to stuff like that is a poor problem definition. Solving the wrong problem. Advice fails because the question was wrong. Like someone comes up to you with a problem, like I think this is, but they never actually pinpoint where the problem was, and now you're working on the wrong obstacle. Another obstacle in that could be where you do a poor problem definition, where you come and you try to explain the problem, but you kind of half-ass do it, so you don't actually get to the actual root cause of the problem or actually label or name the problem. So now the advice fails because the questions and everything that you came with, now you're solving the wrong issue or you're solving the wrong problem. So it was explained very poorly.
Yeah. I'm sure everyone can kind of like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's just one of those things where like you sit there and you kind of go, somebody comes up to a problem and you're like, man, I really hate all these expense reports. I wish there was whatever. I wish there was an easier way to fill them out. And you're like, oh, we can make these expense reports easier, but the real problem is that that person can't time manage, and so now they're terrible at time management. So you're trying to solve the expense reports, and you realize there's no way to actually make it easier. And even if you do make it easier, it just gives them more time to manage poorly. So it ends up being fuck. Now I screwed myself in a different way. But another obstacle would be boundary overstepping. Advice turns into control. Leadership becomes pressure instead of support. Advice should guide, not hijack. Don't sit there and like, yeah, my truck won't start. And you're like, well, you just need to jump. Let's go jump your truck. Let's go down there and we'll just jump your truck. And like, yeah, it won't start because there's no fuel. Like, I already knew that there was no fuel in the truck. You know what I mean? Like, I got here on fumes and now it won't start. Like, I need somebody to take me with the gas can.
Well, I was trying to get you a jump, but if you don't want to jump, then why are we even talking? Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wrong problem.
No.
Overconfident. You're overstepping. All of the above.
Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah, exactly. You just got to do this. You got to guide. Did you check? Could it be? Is this maybe?
Yeah.
Those are
the
things that are guide, not hijack. Yeah. Like, hey, do you think maybe you didn't see this problem from all angles before you tried to solve it? Well, no, I did. I saw it. Okay, clearly define the problem for me then.
This is one of those truth bomb moments, right?
Yeah, or
like you're in a cigar lounge or something, and you're like, just because someone is smoking the same cigar doesn't mean that they want your opinion on it. Doesn't mean that. Just because we're smoking the same thing.
Yes, it does, Dice.
Oh my goodness.
That obviously means that they want they're smoking the same cigars as me. They want my advice on it.
just as those obstacles and mistakes that get in the way when you're trying to be the one to give the advice, there's mistakes when you're receiving the advice as well, sir. And just like you acted out just now, is getting defensive. Getting defensive is not going to help in the whole advice column. You asked for advice and now you're being defensive. Like, motherfucker, you asked me to help you out. I listened to everything you said, and then I asked if you wanted my advice. You said yes. I gave you my advice, and now you're naysaying it. You can fuck all the way off.
9 times out of 10, that what I have found is that means that they already kind of knew the answer, and they just don't want to face the truth. Just saying. It's like, hey, I caught my wife cheating with 3 other dudes. Do you think I should divorce her? Like, yes, I do think you should divorce her. You don't know.
No, I think she's just getting experience. You don't know.
Yeah, like
it's one of those.
You asked the question, I answered. Don't get defensive on me. And then explaining instead of listening, right? Like, there's a lot of times where you sit there and you're trying to listen, but you're trying to explain to them what their problem is. Like, oh, so you think
that's not at all what I'm trying to say.
Have you tried being?
Yeah. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Dismissing.
That could be a problem.
I can say that. I haven't drunk too much. Dismissing the messenger.
But like the whole dismissing the messenger.
I mean, it's just like what you just did, right? I mean, I'm dismissing the messenger. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. No, dismiss. I don't care. I'm done with. No, here's the problem. I don't need to listen to you.
Yeah, no, you don't understand it fully. Like, obviously, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm just gonna walk away.
Right.
A better approach to receive the advice would be listen without responding. Wait,
I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up.
All right.
Just shut up.
All right.
Listen.
Okay. I will.
You also have to separate your tone from truth. That you can be mad about the advice they gave you. Hey man, I know you don't want to hear this. That truck has broken down on you 3 times in the last week. I think you might need to turn in old Blue.
Whatever, man.
I love
that. I love Bluey. I love my fucking blue truck, man. God, what's wrong with you people? That type of shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But you gotta separate your tone from the truth, right? Like, hey, you might be fucking right. I'm just okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, can you calm down for 5 seconds and think about how you're gonna respond to me, and then also ask, is there something useful here? Maybe their advice is shit. Maybe they are a fucking moron. But that doesn't mean a broken clock is still right twice a day.
Fuck. It's true. That is true. So maybe that, and I'm gonna pivot to my own life experiences, right? I listen to so many different people tell me their side of the story, tell me their complaints, tell me whatever they got going on. That's part of my job. That's what I do. But what I do is I strip away all the extras, right? Is there something useful in what you just shared with me? I listen to everything you just said. I don't care about how very much they were rude or all this other stuff. I break down exactly what you said. You said you was late on your rent. Regardless of how they spoke to you, regardless of how you felt you was treated as a person, this whole 9, you was late on your rent. There is absolutely nothing else to worry about other than that. If you don't like the way they talk to you, cool, I got that. You know how to fix the way they talk to you? You know how to fix that problem? Don't be late on your rent. You said it yourself. You was late.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to this story other than you was late on your rent, regardless of how you felt. If you wasn't late on your rent, that would never happen. So, I mean, that was just, I'm just picked something out of the blue, right? That's just stripping away everything. Like, is there something useful here? There was something useful here. That's what I used. I used your words against you. But there are
I can't believe I got
stages
pulled
of
over. That cop was fucking rude.
What was he rude?
You know how you don't get pulled over? You wear your fucking seatbelt. Yeah, you wear your seatbelt. Like, if you wear your seatbelt and don't speed, guess what? You don't have to ever fucking deal with that cop.
He didn't have to talk to me that way, though. He didn't have to talk to me that way. He didn't have to talk to me.
You was wearing your seatbelt.
He wouldn't have to talk to you at all. There's 5 stages of advising. There's 5 stages.
5? Only 5?
Well, I mean, there's more, but we're gonna focus on
stage
this
1.
5.
You gotta find. Yeah. You gotta find the right fit. So not all advice is equal. Experience and context matter. Listen, I may be a smart individual in certain aspects of life. I'll be goddamned if I'm going to go up to a doctor and say, I think it's a brain tumor, doc. That means shit to him. I'm working on their toe.
I'm a podiatrist.
Yeah. Credentials can open the door, but relevance determines whether the advice actually helps. A title does not guarantee insight. Years of experience don't automatically translate to wisdom. And what matters most is that whether that experience connects to your reality. Ask yourself, have they faced a similar challenge? Do they understand the constraints I'm working under? Have they navigated the same type of people, pressure, or stakes? Because advice without context isn't leadership, it's commentary. I am a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, doctor. I think they're going under PTSD. They have the flu. It's fine. It's not. No, it's PTSD. I know. I'm a CEO. They have the flu. They'll be better in 3 days. Chill out.
Yeah. You don't want to talk to your mechanic about problems your fucking dog is having. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, they don't care.
It's just one of those things. No.
Yeah.
No, so experience and context matters. Like you want to make sure. This is one of those areas of expertise. You want to make sure you're talking to the right person. Like, Austin, I would talk to you differently than I would talk to someone else that doesn't know me as well as you do. Why would I call them and be like, hey, Austin, I need you to share this with you. Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, cool. All right. And then we hang up. As opposed to I just randomly pick someone at work and be like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then they'd be like, well, who is Bobby? And you're like, you don't know who the fuck Bobby is? Get the fuck out of here. And then now I wasted all of that. There was nothing gained. There was nothing there. There was no advice that could be provided. There was nothing obtainable there because they don't have the same experiences that I have, that I know we have together. They don't have that same experience. So that person would not be the right fit.
Yeah, 100%. Stage 2, you got to develop a shared understanding. You got to define the problem together. Align perspectives before offering solutions. A lot of times the problem being discussed isn't the real problem. Someone might say, my team isn't motivated, or I'm not getting buy-in, or this person's difficult to work with. Those are often symptoms, not causes. Developing a shared understanding means peeling back the layers together, asking, is this a communication issue, a trust issue, process issue, or is it a leadership issue? When both people agree on what the real problem is, advice becomes focused instead of scattered. You don't need better advice, you need a better diagnosis. I always like to sit there and people always tell me that they're like, man, you do this thing and it drives me kind of nuts, but I like it. And I was like, oh, what is it that I do? And they always go, you always sit there and go and say, just so I make sure I understand you, and then you redefine what they just said and you put it in your own words. And I was like, yeah, there's a reason for that. And they're like, well, but I don't like, I like that you do that because like it makes me feel heard, but it drives me nuts that you take the time to do that. I'm like, because that's clearly what they're saying. And I'm like, no, I cannot assume that is exactly what they're saying. I want to make sure I understood all of the words that were coming out of their mouth and I did not miss what they were saying. Because if they say, I'm having a problem with Linda in accounting, she never listens to anything I say and she doesn't accept any of my expense reports, I'm like, I just want to make sure I understand. Linda doesn't accept any of your expense reports at all. So it's not that you're filling out the forms wrong. It's not that you're getting them in late. It's not any of that. She just, if you got them in perfectly filled out and on time, she's still refusing to accept them. Is that what I'm understanding from you? And they're like, well, maybe I had a couple mistakes here and there. Okay. Okay. So maybe she's not accepting it because of the mistakes. Yeah, but I fixed the mistakes and she still won't accept them. Okay, did you then get them in late? Like, are they on time then? Because if you have mistakes, that's fine. Did you fix the mistakes? Yeah. Okay, then did you get them in on time and they're all this stuff and put in the right folder or whatever? Well, I may have just sent them to her rather than putting them in the folder that I should have put them in. Okay, well, hold on. You know the process. Well, I just don't like to take it. That's a lot of time I don't have to take. You think Linda wants to take that shit? No. It's peeling back all those layers. I want to make sure I understand exactly what you're telling me. And then you start finding out that maybe they're the problem. And Linda's not the problem at all. She's just doing her job.
Correct. That your scenario that you went over is a real world scenario that happened with me. I'm telling you. I was in college at the time and I emailed my college advisor. Now, when I emailed her, I did not put my student ID number in there. I just verbally fucking went off on, I have problems with this class, I have problems with the schedule, whatever the issue was. I don't remember the exact issue. And she responded with, I'm assuming it was a she. She responded with, I need your student ID. And I'm like, out of all that stuff that I just texted and emailed and talked to you about, you need my student ID? Are you serious, bitch? You need to help me. You need to resolve this issue. Whereas I didn't provide the right information. I didn't report the real problem to my issue. And she just needed my student ID so she can see the schedule to understand what I am talking about. So it's one of those processes where I didn't provide the right information. I wasn't willing to, listen. I wasn't motivating. I wasn't doing anything. I didn't give her any buy-in. I just totally bypassed all that. And the actual problem was me and not my classes. It was me. So this is one of those situations where she had the opportunity to craft alternatives, but she couldn't do it because she didn't have the right information to start with.
Yeah, I mean, if you give alternatives, right, multiple alternatives, multiple options reduce the pressure. If you're at this stage, an advisor's job isn't to decide, it's to broaden perspective. This, is going to look like offering different approaches, highlighting risks and trade-offs, sharing what's worked and what hasn't. Not every alternative needs to be good. Some exist simply to show contrast. Crafting alternatives isn't about overwhelming somebody. It's just advice should not feel like a trap. You shouldn't be like, well, just do this. No, you could be like, well, here's a couple options I see. If you can't get along with Linda, option one, you can sit down with her, you kind of try to clear the air and maybe start fresh. Option two, you avoid her, send only professional emails and do exactly the bare minimum. Option three, you can just fucking quit. And they're like, well, I'm not going to quit because of Linda. Oh, you don't want to work with her, then you can fucking quit or whatever. But those are your options. They're like, oh god, I'm not gonna quit because of Linda, but okay, I see what you're saying. Like, I need to go talk. I need to clear the air. Oh, cool. It helps kind of converge on a decision, so to speak.
Well, converging on decisions like that is kind of, that narrows the field down, right? Not everyone has to agree. You don't have to agree with Linda, but everyone should understand. You should understand what Linda's looking for to do her job properly, because just like the college advisor, she needed my student ID number to help solve that problem. Now, I can mad and spit nails and do whatever I want, but without the student ID, she couldn't really help resolve my problem. So the same thing goes with Linda. What does Linda really need? She needs an expense report that has no errors. She needs an expense report that is done on time and not late. Because if it's late, that means the expense has already been paid. And there's nothing I can do about that because the money's already been sent out. I need to know beforehand to know what's going on. So Linda needs this for that to happen. In order for that to happen, you need to do your job properly. So it's one of those situations where, converging on a decision means exploring the reasoning, acknowledging the trade-offs, and being clear about the next steps. I need to be clear. Being clear means I need your student ID. Being clear means the reports need to be sent to me on time in order for the expense to be paid properly.
Yeah, well, and if you understand the why behind the decision, right, you're going to be far more likely to support it, even if it's not your preferred option, right? Like I don't like having to put these in a particular folder rather than just emailing them to Linda. I understand that. But Linda, you have to also understand, Linda does every fucking expense report for these three departments, not just you, but she has 90 people sending her fucking expense report. Do you understand how overwhelming that would be? Like, that's why she has to put them in the right folder. Like, okay, fine, that makes sense. It's easier for me to just email them to her. But I 100% okay, I get why she wants to put it in a folder. Okay, there you go. That's the reason why. She has too many, and if everybody emailed her, that's 90 plus emails a day or whatever it is. People can handle tough decisions. What they cannot handle or what they struggle with is confusion. If they don't understand the why a decision's being made, then they're going to be confused. And if they're confused, they're going to rebel. And if they're rebelling, then they're not being productive. Just how it works.
And it goes to one of those points like, Linda, you accepted the report before. I accepted the report before because I had to make it happen. That's why I accepted it before. Well, why can't you do it again? Well, I'm confused. This is where the whole circle of life comes into play.
I did it because it was the last day of the month, and yours was the last expense report that I was waiting on. It's now the first of the month. Yours is the first fucking expense report of the month, and you will do this properly.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. All right, cool. Now let's put that advice into action.
Yeah. Advice doesn't turn into action. I got to make sure I say this right. If advice doesn't turn into action, it's just a conversation. We're just talking. Without action, there's nothing there. Execution matters. And you know what? Follow-up builds that trust. Linda follows up to make sure you send the report right. It builds that trust. Like, Austin, I'm following up to make sure you send the report right. Got it. I'm sending it right. After you do that 2 or 3 times, that's going to build trust. And Linda's not going to focus on you anymore. Because you built that trust. She's going to
focus on fucking Billy Newfuck over there who doesn't know how to do it. She's going to make sure she trains him properly. But putting advice into action means assigning responsibilities, setting timelines, measuring the progress. Leaders who fail here will send a dangerous message. Input doesn't actually matter, which is absolutely incorrect. You want your team's input. Correct. Because if you don't have their input, you're in an echo chamber and you're followed by yes men, and that's fucking stupid. That's how you end up Emperor's New Clothes. It's always what I go to in this situation.
Oh man, I use that scenario so much.
People are like, clothes. You don't know it. I'll tell you to you really quick. An emperor at one time wanted a brand new set of clothes, so he called the fucking the cloth maker, fabric designer, whatever.
Taylor.
Right? The tailor. Thank you. Because I want this to be made out of the finest fabric, inlaid with gold, whatever, right? Give them all the design specs, it gets measured. The tailor doesn't have that shit. So what does the tailor do? The tailor lies. The tailor goes on and says, all right, sir, you're clothed in the finest shit. You have exactly what you want. You just can't see it because it's so fine. In reality, the emperor's fucking naked. So the emperor walks around.
He's walking in his drawers.
Naked. And everyone's like, those are the finest clothes ever. Oh my God, I weep at how beautiful those clothes are, Emperor. And it takes some fucking dude going, did you know you're naked? And he's like, no, I'm not. I'm clothed in the finest stuff. Really? Have you looked in the mirror lately? And he goes and looks in the mirror and it's like, what the fuck is this? But because everybody's a yes man, everybody was an echo chamber, everyone was just like, yeah, it's all good. Until one person had the guts to be like, you're naked. You don't want that. Input matters. The input is, Emperor, you're naked. If you don't get that, you're walking around in drawers. I'm sorry, bud. It is what it is.
When advice is sought, discussed, and then ignored, people are going to stop offering it. And that's what happened with the Emperor New Clothes. If you really dig into that story, there were several tailors that happened beforehand, and he kind of dismissed them. So they stopped offering him any kind of clothing, any kind of advice, any kind of anything, until that one guy was like, you know what? I'm going to do this shit to him.
Yeah, and he got well paid for his efforts.
All this advice and everything, there is an emotional side to this. There is an emotional side. Advice is often an expression of care. You don't really want to seek advice from someone that doesn't give a shit about you, your idea, the whole big picture of the whole scheme. expression of care is part of the emotional side of advice.
Well, so at the very beginning of this whole thing, right? We said to give advice good, you have to have emotional intelligence. Literally, like one of the first skills you have to have is emotional intelligence. Well, that means that you have to care. And receiving advice and giving advice, receiving advice requires humility and trust. Accepting the advice does not make you weak; it makes you coachable. Just because you tell somebody, "Hey, I don't think you should send this email because the tone that is used in this email is very adversarial, and I think it's going to create more problems than you're looking to solve. I understand you want to tell them off, but I think there's a better way to do it."
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, fuck
that's
that.
a little hot stuff on me."
Yeah, they say,
hello, this is Dice from HR.
Yeah, that's the next email you're going to receive. It's like, it doesn't make you weak to sit there and be like, well, okay, what do you think is possible about it, and have that conversation. It's going to build that strong connection. It's going to build strong relationships that are built because you have the ability to be honest in that exchange. When advice is done right, it deepens that respect. It's a collaboration, not a command.
Yeah, it's one of those things where leadership at this point, I mean, leadership in general, it grows by listening as much as speaking. You have 2 ears, 1 mouth for a reason. Mastery of this becomes, it comes from awareness, restraint, and respect. I mean, you've done it, you lived it, I've done it, I've lived it, we've done it together and lived it. It's one of those things where we will sit down and listen to the whole scenario. He said, she said, she said, he said, I feel so disrespected, this whole thing. And you wait until they're done. And then you're like, have you ever looked at it at this point? Have you ever thought about from their point of view? Have you ever put yourself in their shoes? Or could you understand the time restraint that's behind this, or whatever it is? It comes from awareness, restraint, and respect. No one's going to talk to you if you are a disrespectful guy. If no matter what, every time you come to me, I just slap the papers out your hand and be like, pick that up. You're not the guy that I'm going to come to.
Right. Or it could also sit there and be like, let me make sure I understand what you're telling me and what the problem is as you defined it. And they go, well, that's not the entirety of the problem. Okay, well, tell me what the entirety of the problem. I have to have this. I have to be aware of the whole problem so I can give you good advice, right? Like, but it's a whole thing. Like, advice it's kind of a big deal, right? Like, I'm kind of a big deal. The fine line here is a great leader knows when to offer advice, when to ask for advice, and when to simply shut the fuck up and listen, just like knowing when to light up a cigar, when to wait, and when to enjoy that moment. It all depends. You have to learn these things. You did not start driving a car and immediately pull up to a red light and go, all right, I have to go on red. What? No, you sat there and you talked to your parents first while you were riding in the front seat, learning what pedals they used, how they drove. You learned that advice of like, well, why didn't you turn right on red right here? Because once that light turned green and there's a left arrow on our side, that means there's a left arrow on their side, which means all those cars are going to start taking this left turn here, and I don't want to cut them off and possibly get into a wreck because I have a red light. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. As simple as that. Like, they have to understand. They have to learn how to do this stuff. You don't just suddenly get all of the knowledge in the world beamed into your head because you either got a certification, you got a degree, you got a new position, whatever it is.
In my head, when you was talking about that, it made me think of, oh my God, Fluffy just died. Oh, did it? Oh, let me just pull out this fucking $50 cigar and light up and, enjoy this moment. Enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
I just told you my family dog just died. Yeah, but this cigar is on point. You don't understand the flavor profiles of this, the woodiness and the nuts that I get from the fucking undertones of it. This cigar is phenomenal. What are you talking about? My family dog. Yeah, but this cigar though.
Yeah.
Not the right time to light up a cigar, buddy. Inappropriate.
And I've done it, and I like people ask me though, like, how would you?
You lit up a cigar when someone's dog died?
No, but people have asked me questions like, "Hey, how do you think you do as a friend?" And I'm like, "Listen, honestly, I'd give myself maybe a 7 or an 8." And they're like, "Why do you say that?" I was like, I feel like I do pretty good, but there are certain times where I fail to read the room, or I crack a joke too soon, and it's not the right time to crack a joke. And I'm like, fuck, and I put my foot in my mouth.
Yeah. I think we've all
it is
done
what
that.
it is.
Come on.
Yeah. So, but, there's stuff to work on. But what I want to know is, what's your final third like there, bud?
Well, I'm trying to get there, man. I'm a
final third.
Well, first, let me start off with, I'm a little upset with the way this cigar is burning. And I truly believe it's no fault of mine. I did not buy 2 of these. I should have bought 2 of these, but there was another one that was just calling my name, so I bought another one in replace of it instead of buying 2 of the same one.
Why didn't you buy 2?
It's not burning well for me.
My advice to you is always to buy 2. You gotta buy 2. Why didn't you buy 2, guys? This is fucking bullshit.
I should have bought 2.
Buy 2.
It is bullshit. It is bullshit, and I do agree that I should have bought 2, but there was another one screaming my name, and there's a purpose for why it was screaming my name. But other than that, right now, I'm very, very much in my final third, and dude, I'm telling you, leather has come to the forefront. I'm getting, I want to say charred woodiness, but I can pinpoint it to, let's say, like more of a charred oak, because it's not cedar. We definitely know what cedar is, and it's not cedar. If I had to pick, I would say oak. The natural tobaccos is giving me that sweetness of it. It's definitely a full cigar. There's a full body cigar. So if anybody don't like full body cigars, do not pick this one up. It's 100% full body all the way through. I would not say medium to full. It has been full from the beginning. It's a wonderful cigar. West Tampa has done wonderful with it. I'm just having burning issues with the cigar. That's my only qualm that I have so far. Have you had any qualms with your cigar, sir?
Other than the fact that when it doesn't stay lit when I talk too much. I've had to relight it. It's burning fine. I've just had to relight it. And that's 9 times out of 10.
But that relight could be due to talking. Yeah. Okay.
Right. So, but I've had other cigars where I've talked more and I haven't had to relight. So there's a balance there, right? I'm not mad about it. The pepper has started to come through a lot more in the final third. There's a toasted almond, like a peppered toasted almond with a slight creaminess on the back end in its final third.
Okay. Well,
I would say
I really
it's
respect
finally
foundation.
moved into the medium category. It finally
Founders,
moved
not
into
foundation.
medium-ish.
Founders.
Yeah, it finally moved into the medium-ish category. I would say it was mild for 2/3, and then its final third is like mild to medium. Like it's there, it's okay, but like it's. I read a couple reviews on this just to kind of figure out what I was getting into. And somebody wrote on there, and I have to agree with them, having been pretty much smoked this whole thing. This cigar, if you wanted a cigar to start off your day, whiskey's not the right pairing for this. If you started this off with coffee, first cigar of the day, you're watching the sunrise over whatever, and you're smoking a cigar, you're drinking your coffee. This is the cigar you want to pick up. It's a great first cigar of the day spit. It's not too strong, not overly powerful. The whiskey just kind of overpowered it in this aspect. Still a very good cigar, just maybe not my cup of tea, so to speak. Still very good. I have not had burn issues. I have not had it wonky. I've not nothing. It found it again, knocked it out of the park. It's been great.
Okay.
So I guess that leads me to my question, Dice. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say Founders is a real good name for me. I mean, they have a very good reputation for me, especially speaking to the reps and the owners or whatever at the time at TPE. I get it. But I mean, just because they have a good rep from the personal point of view doesn't mean every cigar they have is going to be 100% on point. And listening to you talk about that cigar, I can definitely understand that it would definitely not be, I just had a steak dinner and I'm ready to go and wind down tonight and enjoy a dark adult beverage with that cigar. That's what I'm hearing. It's a great cigar for
and you would be
beginning.
Yes, you'd be correct with that one. It's not something I would probably end the night on. It's a little light. It doesn't give me that fuller sense of satisfaction, if that makes sense. It's not, it's not like a Maduro that has like a chocolatey sweetness and some pepper that I'm like, ooh, that was perfect. That ended my night great. This is a, man, I just woke up. I'm sitting on the patio. I'm watching the sunrise, smoking a cigar. It's morning. I'm trying to start my day. I don't want something super crazy. That's what this cigar hits. It checks that box.
Got it.
So, I guess that leads me to my question: single, 5-pack, or box-worthy cigar?
It's time to answer the question. Is the cigar box worthy, 5-pack, or just 1 or 2?
All right. So I've been smoking a cigar, and I enjoyed the flavors. The flavors has been, without a doubt, they're there. West Tampa has not failed in that department. The only issue I have was the construction issue of the cigar. It's been canoeing. I had to keep relighting to touch up one side. I do understand that some cigars require touch-ups. I'm not opposed to that. It's just this cigar required a little more attention than I preferred. It's definitely not a box-worthy cigar for me, and it's definitely more than a 1 or 2. I really enjoyed it, but if I have to constantly fight it to enjoy it, I don't want a box of it. I'm going to go with 5-pack. 100% 5-pack. 100% recommend it for anyone, especially anyone that loves West Tampa. Maybe I got a bad one. I will 100% smoke another one, but as of right now, it's a 5-pack for me.
That's totally fair. I want to smoke at least 1 or 2 of those to see what I think.
You need to.
Just because you're 100%. Yeah, you could have got a bad one. This cigar here, I'm gonna have to go 5-pack on this, and I makes me sad to say 5-pack. I 100% recommend this cigar. The problem for me, this is a purely subjective thing, right? I don't smoke a lot of cigars first thing in the morning, and that's what this cigar really is. On vacation, time off, where I'm not working, I don't have time to smoke until the evening. usually after dinner, and this is not what I want after dinner. I want something a little bit more filling, a little bit more like heavier to sit on my stomach. This cigar is a little bit too light for me. I'd like to smoke another one and not do a deep V cut. I want to do a punch on it, see if it changes my aspect, changes my flavor profile. But burn issues, I haven't had it. Lighting, okay, I'm talking. But if I'm just sitting there listening to music or a book first thing in the morning, I'm drinking coffee, and I'm just watching the sun come up over the whatever, it's almost picturesque, right? Like, this would be the cigar that I would want.
Yeah.
I personally just don't do that very often, and I just don't see me smoking this cigar personally all that often. Maybe that changes, but like right now, it's a little bit too mild for me. I want to smoke another one with punch and see if it changes the flavor profile, and maybe I get a little bit more flavors in my mouth, and it hits me a little bit harder, and I can change my rating.
Well, what I'm going to attempt to do is find that cigar. Find that cigar and punch it, because I punch a lot more cigars than you do. So I definitely will try to find that cigar so I can smoke it on air, so we compare. But
yeah, and I want to find.
Other than that,
if I can't find it out here, I may have to send you some.
I'm pretty sure you can find it. I think it just came out. I could be wrong, but I think it just came out in January, and it's February now. So, I hope this episode is enlightening for advice. If you find someone that needs advice, or you're normally the go-to guy for advice, this is a great episode to listen to. If you know someone that is the advice guy, I recommend that you, send a link to that guy. Send him a link for this episode so that everyone can have a better understanding about advice.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree. All right, well, until next time, I'm Austin.
And I'm going to stay Dice.
Great leaders smoke great cigars.
Said it. Oh my God, he said it. All right. Facts.
Thank you for listening to Leadership of the Leaf. The comments and opinions expressed by the host and guests does not reflect the opinions of those that broadcast this show, nor does it reflect any of our affiliates.